class is called Movie Mania Rock and Roll. So the theme is rock and roll in the movies. And actually, when I picked the class up, I added the component of the theme, which runs throughout rock and roll, the representation of rebelliousness. We sort of do a kind of a historical sweep, looking at different moments in rock and roll, and especially with issues of race and class and gender and these things, which actually rock and roll is so perfect for, because it's there and all throughout rock and roll, these issues come up, right? It was like the beginning of this sort of style of jump cuts, which is, to us, it's like second nature now. We don't even think about that hardly.
The theme of this semester is all about rock and roll and rebellion and how it affects people and like America in general. So we've been watching a lot of movies on that and like touching on the fact that like what does rebellion truly mean and how did it affect the people in the movies and how it could affect us today.
You can't listen to those lyrics and not get fired up about an innocent man put to jail for a good amount of his life, especially in the peak of his career when he could have been a world champion and the white man deprived him of that. Like, it's the truth and it's real.
If you read the Port Huron statement, it's like these conventional means are not working. One of the main things that I want them to get at this class is when they look at movies and they see these things represented, to think about what they mean and what's actually being said. So to not take things always at face value. What is this movie saying about race? What is this movie saying about generation?
Besides just watching movies, we do get into depth, the meaning behind why they did things certain ways, so it's pretty interesting. I like it.
I'm aware of rock and roll, and like I'm aware that there was like revolutions and there was protests and all that. It's more about like focusing on it and like the thoughts about like what rock and roll makes us feel and other people feels. I guess just something. It's not really something you can really learn because it's different for each person. I learn stuff all the time, every day. I mean, and that's why I set up my class always with a lot of questions, and sometimes I build them into my presentation, and sometimes it just occurs to me, well, what do they actually know, or what do they think about this, or does that really relate to them? And and you saw today, it's like a few times I'm like, well, does this have any resonance for you? I mean, does this relate to anything you know about? And I learn about their lives, about their culture, about what interests them, about what they think about. So yeah, I'm constantly learning about what they think about. And of course, that's one of the joys of teaching, is that you stay connected to this next generation and what's happening.